Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you all?
I'm fine.
Very good. Everybody put your videos on. Fatima Noor, Ridik, Neha Gangar. Utkarsh, put your video on, beta. Utkarsh, Ridik. Okay. So, children, what did we do last week?
Ma'am, basic concepts of French.
Yes, we did the basics of French. So what all basics we covered? We covered the main, that was between the genders, feminine and masculine, plus if we have to use plural nouns, right? We did these three things.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then did I cover up this thing, indefinite articles? Did I cover up those indefinite articles? Un, they? No. We did not. Okay, so let's all open our books to page number 9. Page number 9, Leçon Zéro. What is it called? Leçon Zéro. Lesson 0. Now, the name of the chapter is Vous connaissez la France. Vous connaissez la France. What do you mean by that? Can anybody tell me?
Ma'am, the meaning of this line is, do you know France?
Yes. Now, children, you must be wondering that why we have put la before France. La stands for the. So does it, if we literally translate it, does it mean, do you know the France? In French language, we always put le, la and les before country names. Write it down. Before country names, we always put le, la and les depending on the gender of the country. Few countries are feminine gender, few countries are masculine gender, while a few are plural. They are considered to be plural. Like for example, United States. United States, that is considered plural. So whatever name is given to United States in French, we put les before that.
Ma'am, please
Okay, ma'am, please type the rule before. Yes? Who is saying what?
Ma'am, please write the rules in chat box.
Okay, beta. All the rules we have done so far, or this one? The one we are starting with today.
Ma'am, starting from today.
Ma'am, we have done
Starting.
14 rules.
14 rules. We have done 14 rules. Can anybody send the pic
No,
of those?
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, 9. Ma'am, 9 rules.
Okay, if there are 14 rules, no problem. Whosoever has written 14 rules, please send those rules to me on my personal wall on WhatsApp so that I can see from there and type all of them on the group. Now, today's rule that we are coming across is because of the title of this chapter. That is, in French, country names take le, la and les before them. That is why we say, vous connaissez la France. Now, France is a feminine country. That is why we have put la before it. Now, if suppose we would have spoken about Japan. Japan is a masculine country. So we would have put vous connaissez le Japon. I'll type it in the chat box, children. See, vous connaissez le Japon. And suppose I'm talking about a plural country, that is United States. So what I would have typed, just check in the chat box. Vous connaissez les États-Unis. United States is called les États-Unis. Have you sent me the rules? I haven't received any rules so far, children. Okay, then let's move ahead till I don't get them. Now, starting with the content of this chapter, Daksh, okay, I've received this message from Daksh. Everything has a gender. Rule number 1, everything has a gender. Write it down if you have not written. Rule number 2, this is denoted by le and la. Now, all the genders, even Daksh, beta, you have to make this correction. This is denoted by le and la. When we have to use definite article, then it is denoted by le and la. Now, it is not always necessary that we use definite article only. Sometimes we have to use indefinite article. So, when we have to use indefinite article, then we do not put le and la. In that case, we put and un. Then the pen is called le stylo. Pen is masculine gender. And if I want to say the pen, I'm going to say le stylo. I have typed in the chat box, children. Le stylo. If I have to talk about something feminine, then suppose city. City in French is feminine. What is city called in French? Ville. The city. So it is said la ville. La vie. Right, very good. Now, when I talk about le, la, and le, very nice. When I talk about le, la, and le, I am particularly using the word the. Le, la, and le stand for the. Nothing else in French. Clear? Then if I talk about, now stylo. Stylo is a pen. I'm talking about one pen. If I talk about many pens, so le changes into, like we say, pen changes into pens. We put S. Similar happens in French. Le changes to le and stylo changes to, again, the spelling. Le stylo. It becomes this. We have, when we change something into plural, we change the article also into plural. In English, I will say the pen and the pens. The remains same in English, but in French it is not so. The also changes its form. Clear? Then the next rule is the plural of le and la is le. The plural of le, comma, la is les. This you all have to remember. Man. Now suppose any word that is starting These examples, children, I have given you when our word is starting from a consonant. Stilo. S is a consonant. V-I-L-L-E. V is also a consonant. Now let's talk about words that start with a vowel. Like for example, H-O-M-M-E. Om. Om is a man in French. H is treated silent or vowel in French language. So if I want to say the man, what am I going to say? I'll say long. I will not say L-O-M. L-E-H-O-M-M-E is wrong. It is not L-O-M, it is long. What we do, we remove this E and put apostrophe. That is why I write L apostrophe H-O-M-M-E. Now, if I have to talk about men, Om is just one man. If I have to talk about men, Om changes to Om, H-O-M-M-E-S, and we will change the article also before it. So it becomes les hommes. Les hommes. Is that clear? You had not written this thing in your previous class. Please note it down. The article also has changed from le to les, and om also takes s in the end when it gets into plural form. Similarly, if I have to talk about cities, if I have to say the cities, I will be typing les villes, L-E-S, les, V-I-L-L-E-S, les villes. The pronunciation of om does not become oms, V does not become V's. Why? Because consonants, this is another rule, consonants that come in the end of any word are not given their sounds. That is why when we say hi, what is hi in French? Salut. Salut. We don't say salute. In English, we say salute, right? But in French, it is salut. T is silent. Now, I had spoken about om. Om means a man. Man is masculine gender, all of you. Now, let's talk about something feminine that starts with a vowel. École. École is what? École means school. What is your school name? SR International. All schools are called école. Now, if I have to say the school, what will I say? L apostrophe l'école. And if I have to say the schools, what will I say? Les écoles. Clear? L'école, les écoles. Long, les hommes. Le stylo, la vie. This is how you distinguish when you speak. Your pronunciation should be clear enough to let the listener gauge that whether you are talking about something feminine or you're talking about something masculine. Now, I'm going to speak 2-3 articles before you. You only have to answer me that, ma'am, it's masculine or ma'am, it's feminine. Depending on what, you have to listen to my pronunciation very carefully. Ready for it? Everybody put your videos on. Okay. The first one, le livre. Le livre. Masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Very nice. Masculine. Beta, everybody unmute yourselves for a little while. You can unmute yourselves.
Masculine.
Masculine. Okay. La chaise.
Feminine.
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 Okay. Then I say la porte.
Masculine.
What did I say? La.
Ma'am, feminine.
I said la, beta.
Feminine.
Did I say la porte? La porte. Okay. Another thing, feminine. Very good. Le poulet. Le poulet.
Feminine.
Le poulet. Masculine. I'm saying le. Don't get confused. It's le. Okay. Then another one. La viande. La viande.
Feminine.
Feminine. La
Feminine.
viande. Okay.
Feminine.
Then the next word is les music.
Feminine.
Les music.
Masculine. Masculine.
Masculine.
Masculine.
Les
Masculine.
music. What did I say? Did I say le music? I'm saying
Ma'am,
les
some
music.
noise is
Les.
coming.
Lay. Masculine.
Les music. There is third
Ma'am, some
option
noise is
also.
coming.
Apart from la and la, there is a third option. What is that? Les music. Plural. Am I not talking about something plural?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
The plural
Lay-
for le
lay
and la
comes
is lay.
La is masculine, la is feminine, and lay is plural. Here. Now, next one. Pay attention to this. Les oiseaux.
Feminine. Plural. Plural.
Plural. Lay. When I say lay, it is always plural. Okay. The next one. La gomme.
Feminine.
Feminine. Le cartable.
Masculine.
Masculine.
Masculine. Masculine.
Les rideaux.
Plural. Plural.
Plural.
Plural.
Plural.
That's plural. Le bébé.
Masculine.
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 Les pronoms.
Plural.
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 La reine.
Feminine.
Feminine.
Feminine. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very nice. So now I hope all the concept, the concept of le la is clear to all of you. Le la and
Yes,
le.
ma'am.
Now let's move ahead and read the chapter. France
Excuse me,
is
ma'am.
often called, yes, beta.
Ma'am, in fluent, we can write in fractions also, like 17/3.
In where? In French. Beta, I don't understand your question. What is it?
Okay, ma'am.
Is somebody asking me or there's a sound in the background? Okay, leave. Then we have France is often called l'hexagone because of its shape. Now, what is France called? Hexagon. What is it called? L'hexagon. Now, H here again, children, see, H is treated as a vowel. That is why we put L apostrophe. It is called the hexagon because of its shape. Now, France has got a 6-dimensional shape. So that is why we call it l'hexagon. Now, there is a question often put up. What is the synonym of France? What is the synonym? Synonym, the second name. It is l'hexagon. It occupies a favorable position in the European continent between the Mediterranean Sea and the English Channel. Now it lies between the English Channel and the Mediterranean Sea. Paris is the capital of France. Now what is Paris called in French language? It's called Paris. What is it called? Paris. Paris is also known La Ville Lumière. the city of lights, because of its role during the age of enlightenment, and also because Paris was the first to introduce gas street lights. These are the two reasons why Paris is known La Ville Lumière. The question can be, why is Paris known as the city of lights? Okay. Or what is Paris called in French? So in French, the answer is La Ville Lumière. France is well known for its museums. Now children, see, France is famous for a few things. It is famous for its perfumes. It is famous for the fashion that comes from there. It is famous for a few museums. And it is also famous for a variety of cheese that is found in France. So,
Ma'am, it is also famous for wine.
yes, it is also famous for wines. Very nice.
Okay, ma'am.
So it is well known for its museums. Now, what are the two museums? Which are the two famous museums? They are
La Louvre and Musée d'Orsay.
yes, Le Louvre and Musée d'Orsay.
Musée d'Orsay.
Then we have its landmarks. Now it is also famous for its Eiffel Tower. So what is it called in French? It is called La Tour Eiffel.
La UI.
Now see, we have La before Tour Eiffel, which makes it very obvious that Tour Eiffel is what? Tour is what? Feminine noun. That is why they have put La before it. Then La Cathédrale de Notre Dame. Les Châteaux. They have spoken about 3 landmarks, and all landmarks are of different genders. Sorry, both are of different genders, plus they have also used plural in the end. Les Châteaux. Clear? It's wines. Now, what are the famous wines of the place? It's Le Bourgogne and Le Bordeaux. It's cheese. Le Camembert, Le Gruyere, and its fashion. Now, which are the fashion designers they have spoken about? Christian Dior and Yves Saint Laurent. What is the name? Yves Saint Laurent.
Saint Laurent.
Yes, Yves Saint Laurent. That's the name. Now, everybody turn your page and come to page number 11. Then, l'euro is the currency of France. L'euro. Euro starting with E and C. You again see L apostrophe. The French flag, le drapeau français, is tricolor. What are its colors? Blue, white, and red. Then we have July 14th. What is July 14th date called in French? Le 14 juillet is the Republic Day of France. Le 14 juillet is the Republic Day of France.
France.
So, is it clear, children, till here? Is there any pronunciation
ma'am.
that you would want to know? Or you are
No,
clear
ma'am.
about everything? Okay. So now let's come on to the next page.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, what is cheese called in French language?
Cheese is called fromage. F-R-O-M-A-G-E. Fromage. Then the capital, okay, the first one. La capitale de la France. La capitale de la France. What is the capital of France, children?
Paris.
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 Now how do you call
Paris.
it in, how do you call
Paris.
it in French? What is Paris called in French?
Paris.
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 Okay.
Paris.
Then Le Louvre. Louvre is a, what is Louvre?
Music.
Museum.
A
A
museum.
Museum. It's a museum.
Very good.
Museum.
Then Le Drapeau Français. Now flag in French is called drapeau. Le Drapeau Français. Tell me which one?
Ma'am, third one. Blah, blah, rouge.
Okay. Color blue in French is called bleu. What is
Blah,
it called?
blah,
Blue.
Bleu.
blah,
White is called blanc.
blanc,
Blanc. And red is called
rouge.
rouge. Very nice. So the colors of le drapeau français est bleu, blanc, rouge.
Blah,
Bleu,
blah,
blanc, rouge.
rouge.
Bleu, blanc, rouge.
Bleu, blanc.
Blah, blah, rouge.
Very nice. Now, children, can you name a wine? Can you name a wine of France? Tell me. Hurry up. You can see from the book and tell.
Ma'am, please repeat the question.
Can you tell me any wine? Any famous wine of France?
Le La Bordeaux.
Okay. Le Bordeaux. E-A-U. Okay, write down, children. Let's write down a few sounds. Okay, write down a few sounds in French. Few sounds, often called, we also call it what? Phonetics. Now, when a combination of vowels and consonants or consonants together come, we are in a habit of speaking out whatever we have learned in English so far. Children or students make this mistake of giving the sounds what they have learned in English. Initially, even I used to do the same thing. But how is it done? Let's see in French. Now, CH sound. In English is ch, right? Chapter. CH sound is
Yeah.
ch. Like we say chapter, or we say any other example, children? Cheers. Okay, cheers to all of you, like that. But in French, it is sh. See in the chat box. Ch in French is sh.
Sure.
Then en sound. En sound, we call it n. N in English. But in French, it is called on. What is it called? On. Not on.
Oh.
O-N on. Not on. Write it in Hindi also. On. You, all of you know how to write or say aurat and put a
Yes,
dot on it.
ma'am.
Put a dot on it. That is how it is pronounced. On. Then we have OI sound. What is OI sound? Like for example, in English we call oi, right? But in French it's called oua. It's called oua. Like there is a word moi. Moi means me in French. So how will it be pronounced? It will be pronounced like this. Moi. Moi. Moi means me. Toi. Toi means you. Clear? Oua. OI sound is oua. Then we have AU. AU in English is whatever we called, but in French we call it O. AU is called, in English we call it O, like Audi. But in French it is called O. Then IN sound in English is in, but in French it's un. Not an, but un. Now everybody knows how to write ऐसे ऐनक. So ऐसे ऐनक with a dot. Eh. Not really eh, it is sometimes also called like that. I-N. Like for example, we have wine. Wine in French is called vin. V-I-N. Wine is called in French vin. Like that. Or there is a word which means 20. It is also called vin. Vin means 20. V-I-N-G-T. India in French is called Inde. I-N-D-E. Inde. Now here also we have I-N and we are giving it the sound N, right? And but in the word above we call it va. Sometimes it's a and sometimes it's an. Clear? And another thing, children. Now what is this word? Table. In English we call it table, right? But B-L-E. B-L-E often come in French words. But there it is not called bul. It's called bleu. Now, table in French is with same spellings, but it is called table. Table. B-L-E becomes bleu. Then we have cartable. Cartable is a school bag. It has the same spellings in the end. So B-L-E is bleu. B-L-E sound is bleu. Clear? Now these sounds are really going to help you out in giving the correct pronunciation to words. Now when I asked you about the wine was Le Bordeaux. What was the sound? E-A-U-X. E-A-U-X. You will often come across this combination. What is it called? It is also called O. Bordeaux. That is why we call the wine Bordeaux. E-A-U-X. And even E-A-U is called O. Clear? Clear to all of you children? I want a response. Please don't be so silent.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Did I include? Okay. Now we can see in the end, the last word of page number 9. It's the name of a designer. The name is Yves Saint Laurent. Now in English, we call it Laurent, isn't it? R-E-N-T would be called Laurent. But in French, it is not so. Why? Because E-N sound is on. See, it is on the second number that I typed. So we call it Yves Saint Laurent. Clear? Everybody, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we have, okay, children, let's try out a few words. I will type in the chat box and all of you have to tell me the pronunciation. The first word comes is this. Tell me the pronunciation.
Comment.
Anybody else?
Comment.
Anybody
Ma'am,
else?
como.
Very
Como.
nice. Now, Daksh Gangwar. See, it is the same thing, E-N-T. Right now, I told you about Yves Saint Laurent. Consonant T will not be given its sound. En is not N like in English. It is O. I typed in sounds. So what does it become? It becomes comment. Comment. Clear? Daksh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now the next word is, you have to read it out, children. This one. Come on. Who is going to tell the correct pronunciation? Neha Gangwar. Everybody, I want all of you to speak. Tell me. Beta, unmute yourself. Ritik, Daksh,
Excuse-moi.
once again.
Excuse-moi.
Excusez-moi. Very nice. Excusez-moi.
Moi.
Then we have okay, this one.
Ishante.
Okay.
Enchante.
Anybody else? Yes.
Enchante.
What is en sound?
Enchante.
What is en sound? Tell me en sound.
Oh.
Yes. Now it was
Oh.
correct. I could hear somebody uttering the word. Try once more.
Oshante.
Very
Oshante.
nice. It's enchante.
Oshante.
Enchante.
Oshante.
Then, okay, one more. Another word. What is this?
Ma'am, bonjour.
Bonsoir.
Very good. Neha Gangwar, you want to try? Be a little loud, beta.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Y-O-N sound is
Bonsoir.
O-I sound is oa.
Bonsoir.
So it becomes bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
One more. This one. Now, what is CH sound? First of all, you have to pay attention to this. Then, what is EAUX?
Chateau.
Very nice. Correct. It's chateau.
Chaton.
Okay, then let's come on to one more word.
Qua.
Qua. Very good. It's qua.
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 Qua. Qua.
Okay, one more. You might think it is so simple, but
France. France.
From.
Français.
Français.
France.
Français.
is it français? What is it? Utkarsh. Now you will answer because you're not answering at all. What is it? It's not français. Try out the try it out second time. France.
Français.
No, beta, it's France.
Français.
France in French is called France. And what is français? This is